Hello there, it's Mrs. Doubtfire. Reading workbook pages 58 through 62, please. Oh, this goes with Rockin' and Rollin', which I read to you earlier in the week. Our words are still the same. Magma, edges, range, epicenter, coast, and peak. And I love this picture. It's pretty cool. Number 1. I am the outside borders of something, but not the center of it. What am I? I am the edges. 2. I am another word for a group of mountains. What am I? I am a mountain range. 3. I am melted rock beneath the surface of the earth. I am liquid hot magma. 4. I am the tippy top of a mountain. What am I? Peak. 5. I am the place where the ocean meets the land. I heard last night, that they were thinking about reopening some beaches, by the way, and I thought that was a little crazy. Coast. I mean, I know we want people to be able to vacate and the economy to go back up, but they're just going to collect in groups. 6. I'm the place where an earthquake starts. What am I? I am the epicenter. Currently, the epicenter of the coronavirus was a very small village in China. Alright, we can use the vocabulary words again to complete the paragraph. Sally hiked on a mountain blank in Hawaii. Mountain range. As she reached a blank, she stopped to enjoy the view. As she reached a peak. I've never been to Hawaii. I know some of you have. Below, the ocean waves crashed against the blank. Magma, edges, range, epicenter, coast. Below, the ocean waves crashed against the coast. In the distance, she could see an erupting volcano. She would get a lot of great pictures up there. Okay, this is a life skill that can be really hard, so stick with me here. You got to listen. Okay, we have done ABC order in spelling all year long. Okay, this is ABC order. The difference being, you're trying to determine where the word in bold letters fits. So you guys have done your ABC order so many times and you get it right and then you're like, oh my gosh, just like I did last week and I forgot a word and then I just stick it in somewhere. That's what we're doing here. We're sticking in the bold word where it belongs. Okay? Alright, this is a cutout of a dictionary or a glossary. And you know, because we've practiced, in the back of your science there's a glossary. Does that look familiar? And I told you these 2 words at the top are going to come to bother you later in the year. Well, here we are. A glossary is also at the back of your social studies book. Alright, these words are earthquake, epicenter, erosion, environment, elementary, and equinox. They all begin with the letter E. They are all on this page. No, they're not. Because this page is EA to EA. This is just an image, so do not let this confuse you. You are literally figuring out which words earthquake would go between in A, B, C, and D. So I'm going to find something to cover up the rest of this page because it's a lot of information on a piece of paper, and my brain doesn't work that way, and I kind of forgot to wear my glasses. I might even cover that up. This is bugging me. If it's not bugging you, then just do whatever. Okay. See? No distractions. Earthquake. Does earthquake go between earth and eastern? Element and elevation. No way. That's EA. That's EL. Nope. I'm marking that out. That does not help me. EM and EQ. No. Equator And Everest, no. So earthquake goes somewhere on the page between Earth and Eastern because they are both, all three, EA. Number 2. See, this isn't so bad. I always try to make everything easy. I try. Epicenter, EP. Look, this is the same prompts here. That's at least helpful. EP, does it go on the EA page? No. Mark it out. That doesn't help. Does the letter P come between L and L? No. Does the letter P come between M and Q? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q. Yes, that one's looking like it's got potential. Does the letter P come between Q and V? Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X? Nope. So ding, 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 ding. My answer is letter H. Erosion. Still the same prompts here. Oh, thank goodness. ER. Well, it doesn't go on the EA page. Hopefully this is getting easier for you now. And it doesn't go on the EL page of this glossary. M to Q. L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. No. It comes after, between Q and V. So your choice is D. Equator to Everest. Number 4, environment, EN. It does not go on the EA page, and it does not go past the Q in the alphabet. L, M, N, O, P, M, N. It goes there. It doesn't go on the L page. Hopefully this hasn't been so difficult for you. I gotta cover that up. Drive me crazy. Elementary, like you are in elementary school, or the building blocks of something complicated can be called elements. Elementary. EL, does it go on the EA page? Nope. Does it go on the EL page? Yep. Doesn't go here, and it definitely doesn't go at the end of the alphabet. Okay, last one. Equinox, which is a change in season. It's a change in the peak of the sun. So we are currently past the spring equinox. It was almost a month ago. Yeah, it was a month ago. It was the 19th. EQ does not go on the EA page. Does not belong on the EL page. Now wait, there's a Q there. EQU, duh, I. EQUA. Oh, this comes after. Can it go on this page in between these words? No. It has to come after EQUA. So it goes on this page. Equator to Everest. Okay, I hope you understood that. I hope I made it a little bit easier for you. If you need to rewind or pause the video, you're welcome to do that. You should know that by now. But I just keep saying it. Alrighty. Which kind of tool set would we use? So in the front of a book, any book that has been printed and written, I didn't move my math book from last time, so it's going to be the one I use. You have this page, and it's called a copyright. All of your other textbooks and any book you ever purchase has the same page, a copyright page. It tells you where the book was printed, the company that owns it, and the year that it was printed. The glossary, we just did glossary when we did here. It's the pages with the definitions. An index is at the end of the book, and it will tell you all the times that a word was mentioned. Now, not like for, the, a, or an, but vocab words like equator, equinox, satellite. You would find those in the index. And then the table of contents is at the beginning of a text or even a regular book, and it tells you the chapter titles or the layout of the book. All right. I am writing a paper about how the crust of the earth changes over time. First, I will research the different layers of the earth. I want to find out how the core causes the surface to change shape. And I need to look up some terms too. For example, I don't know what magma means. Well, you do. My teacher, Mrs. Globetrotter, says that I should find the information I need in books that were written recently. She says scientists are always finding out new things and changing the facts. She even told me that scientists once thought the earth was flat. Now, I don't know that I agree with changing the facts. They're not changing the facts. They're finding new ways to explain the facts. Or maybe even new facts altogether. Like, we're not going to go backwards and say that Pluto is no longer a dwarf planet. It's just not going to happen. We found out enough information and now we're moving forward with the knowledge. So not necessarily changing the facts. That's kind of a popular term in pop culture right now. I'm going to leave that out. It makes me crazy. Number 1, in which part of a book about earth science could you find the starting page of a chapter, the table of contents? You're going to look toward the beginning. In which part of a book could you find out what the word magma means? The glossary. And in which part of the book could you find out the date it was published? I explained that to you as the copyright page. Very good. All right, we got a chart here. Recent earthquakes in California. Well, not too recent. This is 2001. 1989 through 2001. We have the town of Darwin, Hector Mine, Loma Prieta, Napa, California, and Tom's Place, California. And we measure earthquakes using the Richter scale. And 8 would be the most damage, and 0 would be the least felt. So we've got some pretty high earthquakes here, and then we've got some more subtle ones. Where did the 2 biggest earthquakes take place? Well, I just explained to you that the higher digit on the Richter scale is the bigger earthquake, the more damage. So Hector Mine, and you can abbreviate, and Loma Prieta. I've said that word for 11 years. I don't even know if I say it right. Loma Prieta. If anybody knows, let me know. 2, what damage may have occurred from the earthquake there in Loma Prieta? Well, I'm going to go here and then come down because my chart's super helpful like that. Walls and some buildings will fall down. Number 3, where in the U.S. did all these earthquakes take place? I told you at the beginning. California. California. California knows how to party. About how many points of difference is there between the earthquake near Darwin and the one near Hector? I'm going to circle those. So I'm looking at the gap between each digit. So 7. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this one's like a 7.1. We're just going to go with 7. And this one's like a 3.5. So 7 minus 3.5. Yeah. 7.0 minus 3.5. Let's see if we can do this advanced math. Line up your decimals. I gave the 7 a 0 because it always has one anyway. So 6 and 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. And 6 minus 3 is 3. So 3.5. So half of 7 is 3.5. Excellent. And the last part. Contractions. Write the 2 words and make up each contraction. You know me, you need a color. We're studying about earth science in school. Isn't the earth always changing? I don't think earth science is boring at all. It's fun even to study volcanoes. Just don't get too close. Aren't earthquakes scary and exciting? All right. We're came from we were, or, we, are, isn't, is, not, don't, do, not, it's, it, is, aren't, are not. Now I want you to say this one without the contraction. Are not earthquakes scary and exciting? We do not speak like that. We always say, aren't earthquakes scary and exciting? Can you imagine if we didn't have contractions? Are not earthquakes scary? My brain doesn't even understand how that's correct. Are not earthquakes scary and exciting? Thank goodness for contractions. So aren't earthquakes scary and exciting? That word not, it can be difficult in the English language. Rewrite each sentence. No. Using a contraction. Yes. In place of the underlined words. What is the highest mountain range? Capital W. What's? Because it's at the beginning of that sentence. Do not waste your time writing the sentence. You guys know that. That is the subject of my next science project. That's. The Rockies are not the oldest mountains in the U.S. Aren't. See, there again. Is that weird? Are not. No, that one's not so bad. The Rockies are not the oldest mountains in the U.S. And that one's not so bad. This question one, whoo, that blew my mind. We are going camping near a volcano next summer. We're. And the very last one for this video. I am planning to hike all the way around the rim. We haven't talked about that one yet. That one would be a personal pronoun contraction. If you have any questions about the reading workbook packet, please let me know. I know it's kind of long, but it had a lot of good stuff in it. So if you need to rewind or ask me any questions, please do so. Thank you.